comes the bride. Here comes the bride. Here comes the bride. Wait, I'm not getting married. Hello everyone, my name is Austin and welcome back to the only series on my channel, the Reddit series, because I'm a Reddit YouTuber. Today we're going to be going back to the r/EntitledParents subreddit because it's a good subreddit. But before that, I have 3 announcements. 1, sorry for not uploading for so long. It's a major hiccups in making a video. I tried to and then I ended up scrapping it because of various reasons, so there's that. Number 2, thank you guys so much for helping me reach 58 subscribers. I tried to make it when I hit 50, but of course complications happen. And number 3, I want to promote this guy named Lord Arceus. He's a fellow Reddit YouTuber, fairly small, a little bit bigger than me, but I still felt like promoting him is something that I wanted to do because honestly he creates pretty good content. And make sure to go over and comment something really dumb funny down below, you know, brighten up everyone's day a little bit so we can all be a little more happy after we react to these stupid people in r/EntitledParents. Speaking of that, let's get right into the video. Entitled Parent thinks I must pay for her car crash when I'm underage. So for a bit of context, I live on a relatively busy road near a big shopping center, so there are lots of people around. I also am on mobile, so hate me y'all or whatever. Here is our cast. EP is Extreme Potato, K is Kiddo, P is Person, Me is Mindless Entity, O is Officer. So I was working in my garage sorting things out. I looked around randomly as you do when enter Entitled Parent, or Extreme Potato, I don't know it, with a loud screech of tires and a bang. Heck. So Entitled Parent has gone and smashed into 2 separate parked cars, knocking one half onto the sidewalk and removing the side mirror. The other car suffered minor damage, but who cares? At this point, the Entitled Parent has gotten out of her car and is busily on the phone. Strange that she dialed it so quickly, and checking out the damage on her car. It was a big 4-wheel drive, so it wasn't damaged badly. After inspecting her car and ignoring her kid who she had in the back, about 3 to 4, she walks off to the cars she hit. Seems normal, right? Wrong. She proceeded to yell at the owners of the crashed cars to come out and apologize. Now these people are clearly not there, and the entitled mom is getting angry by the minute. Enter Person. Is there a problem? Yes, is that your car? No, but you have left your child in your car. Don't you tell me how to parent. I said nothing like that. No, he was just trying to help. Stop yelling. Shut up, I'm calling the cops. Me and Person exchange confused looks. Fast forward a few minutes and the cops actually arrive, surprisingly. What seems to be the problem? These 2 crashed into my car and are refusing to give me their details. What? What the heck? Pay for my car. Please give this lady your details. What? No. Firstly, you crashed into those cars, and second, I am under the age to legally drive. Arrest him for driving without a license. I wasn't driving. Hurry up, my kid needs to go to her swimming lessons. I don't have a car. Shut up, you lying fat— Oh, whoa. No, I'm skinny and definitely not black. Stop screaming or I will arrest you for wasting police time. Sorry about all this. Folks, please go about your day. At this point, the entitled mom is pale and scared. Then she does the stupidest thing possible. She runs. Entitled mom was later arrested for resisting arrest and also for attempted fraud trying to get us to pay for her car, of which I found out later was not hers as she was borrowing it and that it also wasn't insured. To me, this is just a new level of stupidity. Some people in this world are just meant to die. Okay, I had to go digging through the comments to make sure EA was not Electronic Arts. It in fact stands for Entitled Ant. So let's just get that straight for those of you guys who are confused, because I was too. And I nearly thought this was a rant about Electronic Arts. It is not, though I wouldn't be surprised if someone did that. Entitled Ant almost makes me go through heatstroke. Let me make one thing clear, I do not hate Entitled Ant, I just heavily despise how stupid she can be. This had happened a few months ago. On the 4th of July, one of my aunts had thrown a barbecue for my family. It was a nice day, the food was good, and there wasn't a single cloud in the sky. The only problem was, it was hotter than Satan's, emblem. He had given me a sudden craving for a slushie, so I asked the entitled aunt if she could take me to 7-Eleven. Surprisingly, she said yes, since entitled child wanted to go too. Let me state this real quick. My family rarely visits the aunt who planned the barbecue. We don't have anything against her, it's because it takes about 2 hours to drive to her place. Since we don't go over there often, I have no idea how to get around the area. So Entitled Aunt drives me over to the local 7-Eleven and I got out to buy my stuff. After I bought my slushie and a bag of Funyuns, I went outside to climb back into the car. Entitled Child had only bought a pack of gum, so he left the store a minute or so before me. When I went outside, the car was gone. I waited about 5 minutes for her to come back. Once I realized she wasn't coming back, I decided to wander around until I found my way home. It had taken me about 45 minutes before my granny found me wandering up and down the street. My family legitimately believed I had been kidnapped. When we finally got back to the house, I went inside and basically collapsed on the couch. My slushie had melted during my little adventure and I was sweating like Dan Schneider. A pig. Ooh. I slept for an hour until Entitled Child rudely woke me up for dinner. When I fixed my plate, my granny told me what happened. Apparently oh frick, this might be Entitled Cousin. We're just gonna go with Entitled Child, it works either way. Apparently, Entitled Child got tired of waiting for me, so he screamed at Entitled Aunt until she went to go get ice cream with him. She had forgotten about me and drove him back to the house. No one talked to either of them for the rest of the day. I don't hate Entitled Aunt, I don't hate Entitled Cousin or Child. I just hate how spoiled he is. I hate how stupid Entitled Aunt is. She's a pushover, and I hate how Entitled Child or Cousin only cares about him. Okay, so what we can infer from this story is that the family was convinced by Entitled Aunt that OP had been kidnapped, because that's the only way they could think about that. The fact is, I don't, what happened to police reports and everything, I don't see much of that, so I'm gonna have to call a little bit of either oversimplifying or just, I don't know, just leaving out details completely. But anyways, good story nonetheless. Hopefully this doesn't happen to you again. Entitled Mom assaults an injured man for his subway seat. Disclaimers, I'm writing for mobile. This is a first time post and English is not my first language, so any mistakes are mine and mine alone. Some background. I recently sprained both my ankles badly in 2 separate accidents. One ankle is probably fractured and has a large brace on it to immobilize it. The other is wrapped in an elastic ace bandage for support, but the foot is otherwise socked and shoed such that it won't look injured upon first glance. I use a crutch to help me get up and down the stairs. I'm also of Asian descent. Relevant later. I work in Midtown New York City but live in a nearby town in New Jersey, necessitating a long subway ride to get to and from home and work. Since my injury a couple weeks ago, I get many people on the subway offering me their seats and genuinely being helpful when they see me having difficulty. New Yorkers are perfectly nice people when you're not in their way. But this was my first encounter with a person who not only dismissed my injury, but actually accused me of faking it. This happened a few days ago. I got on the train home and was very kindly offered a seat in the crowded train by a nice woman whose stop was up next. I thanked her and sat down. However, a ways down the line, a woman and her young son boarded the train as well. Her child couldn't have been older than 8, the woman was at least 40 years old. I had headphones in and initially didn't pay them much attention, but the lady didn't end up giving me much of a choice. EM is Entitled Mom, K is Kid, me is OP, idiot who ruined both his feet, and S is various strangers. I feel Entitled Mom's eyes settle on me as she squeezes between standing passengers and shuffled over. Excuse me, could you give up your seat for my son? He's had a long day and you look strong enough to stand. I'm utterly incredulous at this request. Who asked someone to give up their seat? And not gonna lie, I'm a young, muscular-ish guy, but just because I look healthy, which I did, I suppose, aside from the massive cast I was wearing, doesn't mean I can stand with 2 injured ankles. Sorry ma'am, I've hurt both my ankles and I can't stand for long. Mommy, I'm tired. It's okay, sweetie, just wait. I put my headphones back in and just ignore her. Most people would back off and go somewhere else, but not this lady. This lady would not be ignored. Excuse me, do not ignore me. My son needs to sit. He is exhausted and clearly needs a seat more than you do. Please move. I didn't respond, hoping she'll just go away. At the same time, I don't understand why, if she was going to ask at all, she would ask the freaking cripple to move. Entitled Mom clearly didn't like being ignored, and she uses her foot to kick my foot that doesn't have a cast. Now since this foot is injured too, this causes me a fair amount of pain, and I gasp. Voice acting. Don't do that, lady. Both my ankles are injured. That really freaking hurts. Leave me alone. You're such a liar. That was your uninjured foot. I bet you're faking your injury so you can get sympathy. Get up now. I know you don't need this seat, you selfish chink. Now this remark changed things. I was trying to be passive, hoping they would just go away and leave me alone, like most people in this fair city, but it was becoming clear that I had to engage. Not only that, people on the train were starting to notice, with the people in our immediate vicinity beginning to give the developing situation their attention. Listen, leave me alone or I won't be the only one limping off this train. Are you threatening me? I'll call the cops on your oriental face. You're the terrible one refusing to give up your seat for the young child. At this point, people have noticed what's going on. A stranger a few feet from us says something. Leave him alone, Karen. Frick you. She turns and kicks my cast, which really hurt, and I grimace in pain. Yo, what the heck, lady? Get up. I look her dead in the eye and growl in the deepest, most menacing voice I can muster. Don't you freaking dare touch me again. Do that again and see what happens. At this point, the lady realizes that she's getting dirty looks from everyone in the car. She realizes she isn't going to win this one. Another stranger yells out to heckle her. It's Subway Sally! At this point, the train is pulling into the next stop. Two people in the back of the subway are chanting, Subway Sally, Subway Sally. What does that even mean? Kevin, let's go. She grabs her son and disembarks the train, clearly not her intended station. But just before she leaves, she turns and hisses at me. We should have dropped more bombs on you, Japs. I'm Chinese. The passenger beside me just shakes her head and asks me if I'm going to file a report with the cops or MTA, and if she needs to be a witness for me. I tell her thanks, but it's not worth the trouble. The rest of my ride home went by blissfully and without incident. I still love New York. Okay, two things. Very good grammar for a second language, I guess. And second off, wow, this person is real racist. And stupid, but real racist. Okay, that's just about it for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and hopefully I can start uploading on a normal schedule. I swear I've said this for the last like 5 videos, but apparently I just don't know how to manage my time. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to go check out Lord Arceus' channel. His channel will be linked in the description, and I will pin a comment with his channel link in it as well, so make sure to go click on his channel and go say hi. I hope to see you guys over there, and without further ado, I will see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.